Have you ever noticed how much of our life I spend wondering what other people think of us? Will they approve? Will they accept me? Am I good enough? Deep down, every one of us longs to be loved and accepted. There's nothing wrong with that. We were created for relationship. But somewhere along the way, many of us begin looking to people to give us something only God can truly give: our identity. As children, we naturally seek approval. We learn what pleases others, and sometimes we slowly silence part of ourselves just to feel accepted. If criticism, shame, or invalidation become part of our early experiences, we begin believing that our worth must be earned instead of remembered. So we spend years trying to prove ourselves. We compare, we perform, we seek recognition, we wait for permission. Yet praise, while beautiful, can never become the foundation of our identity, because it's always changing. Our worth is not. I believe each of us is a divine gift. Our lives are extraordinarily rare, and every one of us carries unique gift, talent, a purpose that no one else can fulfill. Our fingerprints are different because our calling is different. Our value was never determined by the opinions of people. It was lovingly established by the one who created us. That realization changed my own life. I used to be an extremely shy, sensitive person. I blushed easily, rarely raised my hand in class. Growing up, I was told to stay quiet and keep low profile. The thought of speaking in front of others terrified me. When I first felt called to share my journey through videos, I questioned everything. Who would listen? What if people judge my English? What if I wasn't good enough? Then, one day, a friend mentioned she had started posting consistently on social media. Something stirred within me. After years of walking my own journey, from struggle to awakening, I felt a deep desire to share what I had learned so others might discover hope and purpose in their own lives. So I joined the Toastmaster. I attended speaking training. I learned. I practiced. Sometimes I spent hours recording a single video. Then the videos went online. Some people encouraged me. Others mocked my accent. Those comments hurt. There were moments when I felt discouraged. But every time I felt like giving up, I experienced something beautiful. The Holy Spirit gently reminded me why I had started. He never asked me to be perfect. He simply asked me to be faithful. So I kept going, week after week, one video at a time. Today, more than a year later, I no longer create video to prove my worth. I create them to express it. I no longer chase numbers or validation because I have discovered something far more freeing. When God becomes source of your identity, other people's opinion become an echo rather than your compass. Encouragement is still a gift, but it no longer determines your direction. One of the greatest lessons I have learned is that every person will eventually disappoint us, not because people are bad, but because no human being was ever meant to carry the weight of being our ultimate source of fulfillment. Only God can do that. The more I tried to control life, the heavier it became. The more I learned to trust God, the lighter I became. Not because life became easier, but because I no longer carry it alone. That's what I now call a sacred partnership. Instead of asking, what do people think of me? I try to ask, am I being faithful to what God has placed in my heart? That one question has changed my life. If you have been seeking approval, constantly comparing yourself, or wondering if you are enough, I want to gently remind you today, you do not need to become worthy. You already are. You do not need permission to be who God created you to be. What you are truly seeking is not permission at all. It's remembrance. This week, before you look outside yourself for answers, become still. Spend a few quiet moments in prayer. Take a walk in nature. Listen. You may discover that voice you have been searching for has been quietly speaking within your heart all along. Because when we remember who we are in God, we stop striving to earn our worth. We simply begin living it. And perhaps that's what true freedom has always been. Thank you.